Hello, everyone. I thought I would read to you chapter 8 of my novel, The Ecstasy and the Ignominy. Um, this is not a long chapter. It's the second. It's one of only two chapters that doesn't have any dialogue in it whatsoever. Um, this is more a reflective chapter where the character of Catherine is looking at pond or a stream, just reflecting on things. And so it's a very quiet, solitary chapter. So this is chapter 8, Tranquil Reflections, Catherine's narrative. The sun may require sleep, but the soul never does. It is bedeviled by the somnambulisms of penitential thoughts, the reverberations of which corporalize in flushed countenances. One cannot suppress the acrimonies of penurious contritions. Nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. In time, wakefulness itself will become a perdition, like a snowless mountain that never receives the tears of winter. Silvery mists intermingled with the burgeoning azures of first light, as though conjured by the breath of God. They ornamented the phantoms in the Niveus brook, seamlessly melding with every auricomous glitter. No longer just a mere memory, the sun was emancipated from the dreams of night, its gaze corporealizing in the aquacious nectars that beguiled all golden welkins. Morning was no longer a vapor in the streams of my machinations, it was a blossoming aphrodisiac. An array of pellucid violets caressed the inveterate currents, like streams of candlelight bedecking the faces of forgotten amors. It was as if the soul of heaven manifested in the loquacious undulations, as if all past dawns congregated for one final incantation. The mists evanesced into the dissolving penumbra, yielding to the tangerines that relinquished their contritions. My hibernal dream was ending, awakening to April pageantries. In some ways, we are simply streaks of amaranthine wandering through eternity, and under the soft lambency of morning, our trespasses must acquiesce to celestial somnolences, the dust that our ruminations were molded by. As the songs of dawn faded into memory, the alabasters of day materialized through the wistful tree lines, and in that moment I was forever a child of amber passions. I was a glimmer between diurnal remonstrances, between elliptical dreams and feverish corporealities. No longer bare and void, the forest was adorned with viridescent limbers, resurrecting the visage of spring. The ivory frosts relinquished their sovereignty, disseminating against the sonority of garrulous gales. I realized that misty dreams never truly die. They simply float on the silences between memories. Gazing deeper into the crescentic reflections in the unctuous currents, my eyes relinquished their parsimonious solidities, like an ashen sky surrendering copper's anodynes. Augmenting with a gentle fervor, my pupils adopted an almost oblong composition, veiling their svelte limbers over the golden water, just as the stars veil their majesties over midnight seas. Time itself became an elusive apparition, one which transcended the alchemies of nature. No longer mere cerebrations in the cauldrons of my consciousness, the forsaken moments of my youth, long thought to be contours of sleepless agonies, transfigured in the oasis of surreptitious remembrances. Every undulation became a resonant ponderance, and every breeze descended into a mirthful rhapsody. Within the pool of fragmented reminiscences, my argent skin, so very often under the sovereignty of wintry curvaceous, procured tawny pigmentations, most of which were evocative of sultry summer nights. The past itself was cast out of heaven, like a lunar glow fleeing from satiations of candlelight, and upon the aquacious windows into eternity, I was a mural for all phantasmagoric torridities. All cosmic radiances must come to an end, even ones dreamt of in the mind of God. As the clouds draped over the tangerines in the heavens, The portraitures in the water submerged beneath the surface, as though bereft of spiritual nourishment. Yet again the ivories of apricity washed over my visage, like ethereal snow bedecking golden foliage. The folds in my cheeks, already mercurial in disposition, succumbed to a sundry of curvations, as though entranced by the dreams of the past. The copperous luminosities of spring rested their splendescent diaphaneities upon my ocular pearls, like lunar violets enrapturing crimson gardens, and through the hymns of midday pageantries the chimeras of winter relinquished their ghosts, dissolving in the firmaments of my countenance the undisputed clay for all diurnal sleeps. And that is all of chapter 8. Essentially, what happened there is that she's looking at the sunrise. It's coming up, and she's reflecting on her life and and how she relates to nature. So again, not a lot happens plot wise in this chapter, but it is still very integral for understanding Catherine and her character. So hopefully, I will get to chapter 9 soon, and I hope you enjoyed listening to this.